Area is the amount of surface an object takes up. One way to find area is to use pattern blocks. Well, being at home, I don't have pattern blocks. So another thing we can use to find area actually is Cheez-It crackers. Cheez-It crackers are actually 1 inch by 1 inch, just like our pattern blocks are. So if I fill up this shape, I can see that this shape takes 6 Cheez-It crackers. So our area of this shape is 6 square units. So let's try another shape. Let's do our green one next. So our green shape takes up 10 crackers. So our area is 10 square units. You notice every time I'm saying the units, I'm saying square units. That's because every time we fill them up, we are using squares. All right. I'm going to do the blue one a little bit different way. You notice I have little marks on here. Those marks are actually measuring 1 inch apart. You also can use a grid to measure the area. So right now what I'm doing is I'm using my 1 inch marks and I'm drawing squares that are 1 inch by 1 inch squares. So as I can see, I have 3 rows of 4, so I have 12 square units for my area. Now the reason I'm saying units in this case is they're not perfect inches, but if I knew the exact measurements were inches, I could be using square inches. My last one is my pink one. So if I start filling this up, we notice something. Doesn't quite fill it up, does it? So I've got 2 columns with 4 in each, but a whole one doesn't fit there. Only a half of one does. So if we look at this, I have 4 whole ones. Let's do it this way. 2 whole ones and 1 half one. 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 If I put these 2 halves together, I have a whole, and these 2 halves together, and I have a whole. So my area of my pink shape is actually 10 square units. So that's how I used Cheez-It crackers to find the area of these rectangles. What are you going to use?